I traveled a day, I traveled a year, I traveled a lifetime to find my way home. Home is where my heart is, home is where my heart is, home is where my heart is with you.
It's almost dinner time. I sat inside all day.
Sure. Okay, well, my name is Medicine Story, or Manny Tonquat. I have it on here so people can look at it.
Well, I go by the name Androlan, you say, so...
Yeah.
So, Two Ravens is the name. I did a Vision Quest in 1990, and did what's called the Ghost Dance with Native Americans.
The human species, Homo sapiens, learned how to be human by cooperating with each other, by getting together in a circle. That's what we had to learn to communicate, and in that communication we invented language, and all that pushed our heads right out into the cerebellum so that we became human beings. And then we got away from the circle, and now we're not acting human anymore. People are killing each other. Kids are killing people in the schools.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's inhuman. More every day you pick up the paper, you look on the TV, and my God, what's happened?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's happened. We've lost each other.
Yeah.
So my mission now, as I see it, after all these years, it seems that it's not just to bring this idea out, but to try and bring people together.
Mm.
And when I met up with the Rainbow, that was what they were doing. They had Woodstock, and everybody came together, and everybody thought, oh my God, it's terrible, the cops couldn't get in there. And they had 3 days of peace and love. So they said, well, it was commercial, but we don't have to have a commercial thing. We can be free. We can be together with each other. We can take care of each other. We just have to remember respect, take care of the earth, take care of each other, and we can do that.
My name is Denise Ottaviano. It's D-E-N-I-S-E. I'm an information officer with the Forest Service. 10,000 people are certainly going to make a tremendous impact on the land. We know there's going to be some scars that may not heal so quickly.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of very wide paths, soil compaction, some riparian areas that have been disturbed, structures that have been built that need to be taken down, trash that needs to be taken out. The rehabilitation effort will be a great undertaking, but thankfully there are several people that stay behind to help the Forest Service clean up the area here. And there will be a lot of trash left over, but once we've gone in there and we've gotten help and taken it out, it should look pretty good.
Most people are pretty intense on having a good rainbow gathering when they're here, and what a blessing. And getting out, there's more on attention on sustainability and doing nature walks and how to live off the land, and people who are really serious about it really get a focus on that.
A lot of the people here do have a great land ethic and try to take care of the forest and live light on the land, and I think that's really important for them to teach to other people who are new to this type of occurrence.
Yeah. Is there...
Down the line, they put on the first gathering in 1972. It became apparent to everybody at that first gathering very soon that something really significant was going on here. Nevertheless, as we left that gathering, without any plan or organization or anything up there, everybody would say, well, that can't be all. We are a tribe now. We just became tribe. You know, I just got hooked up with these thousands of people. It can't end here. What's next? And, you know, it was up to the next person to take initiative. We found an island in the Buffalo River for that next gathering, 75.
Really?
75.
An island?
And that was cool. It was interesting because it was a public highway. You know, it was a tourist river. They come down on, and because we're all jumping in the water naked and running around, and we had a lookout up there would holler, "Babylon!" Every time there would be a new bunch of tourists, and everybody would jump in the waters.
I like the idea of twisting a wing nut just a little bit, or, you know, viewing something a little bit different, and having that different viewpoint as far as the spiritual nature is really important. Peyote medicine is very good, and ayahuasca is very good, and there's a lot of things that really shift people.
Once it really got going and people were wiped out, just blown away by it, and they would go, and at the end they would say, wait a minute, how can I live this way 12 months of the year? This can't be just 2 weeks. We got, you know, this is a style of life I want to live. If I was Middle America Sending and knowing that my teenagers were going to go off to this gathering, what I would want to know is that here we take care of each other. And nobody's going to get left out. Nobody's going to get lost. And if they're injured or sick or anything like that, you know, a word goes up that somebody cut himself or something like that, and I must hear that 100 times over. And somebody says, hey, the nurse is already there. Oh, okay, yeah.
Both sides agree that this has been one of the best gatherings because of how much cooperation we've had. Even when we've had some serious resource concerns about certain camps or kitchens, we've been able to go to the Rainbows and get their help in getting people to comply with the terms of the operating plan. So I think far and wide, things have been going really well.
It really is family. They can get a taste of that. A feeling about the goodness of human beings, and how if we really get together and listen to each other, we can trust each other and we can do better than we're doing. I personally feel, and a lot of the people in the inside feel, that is very important expression of the American dream of freedom, that this happens, and that to me it's like summer school, you know. People come here and they go on, maybe they don't come back, or some of them come and they never leave. But it's always a learning, and it's to try to figure out how to do this better than we're doing it.